Hi, I'm Chris Carlisle, and this is the Highways and Byways podcast. Somebody riding an electric scooter at Walmart the other day ran into a display of a Bang energy drink. The cans fell on the floor, busted, and spilled out, and I had to clean it up. Well, when I went to work at KCRM back in 1989, I found out that a lot of our syndicated program came pre-recorded. Some on record album, some on cassette tape, and others on reel-to-reel. Some aired on weekends like the American Country Countdown, while others aired during the week like Overdrive Tracking News, which ran during my shift. You know, when you work in a retail during the holidays, you find out that they'll play the different versions of one song at least 10 times a day. Anyway, back when I was in 3rd grade during the Christmas holidays, my mom took me and my sister to see the movie The Magic of Lassie with James Stewart. It was one of the last movies he made before he retired, and the only one of his I saw in the theater. I also remember watching reruns of the Lassie show Jeff's Collie, which I think was the first Lassie TV show. I also remember sometimes watching a show called Barnaby Jones with Buddy Ebsen and Lee Merriweather, and I've been watching it on Prime lately. Last week I watched WCW Monday Nitro from December 7th, 1998 from the Astrodome in Houston, and I'm pretty sure I watched it when it aired on TNT back then. I went to 2 WrestleMania Accesses in Texas. The first one was in Houston in 2009 before WrestleMania 25. And the other before WrestleMania 32 in Dallas-Fort Worth in 2016. In Houston, I saw Randy Orton, The Big Show, Jeff Hardy, R-Truth, Tori Wilson, Tyson Kidd, and Natalya. I got a picture with Natalya, and I got Tyson Kidd's autograph. Tyson Kidd and Natalya are married, by the way. In Dallas, I saw The Miz, Diamond Dallas Page, X-Pac, Lana, Rusev, Paige, Vader. I got X-Pac and Diamond Dallas Page's autograph. I also got autograph from Dangerous Danny Davis and Funaki, and I got a picture with them. I think there's a video of that on my YouTube channel. And I also I got in line to get Paige's autograph, but her session was winding down, and a girl who was ahead of me started crying, so Paige got up from the table and walked over and hugged her. That was nice. I like Paige. She's now Saraya in AEW. And I have them both on DVD. They made the movie The Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and also Friday Night Lights in Bastrop County. I recently listened to a radio show called The 0 Hour on the Spreaker podcast app. It was an anthology series created and hosted by Rod Serling. It ran from 1973 to 1974. Now, in the first season, it ran in a serial format, with the conclusion airing on Friday. And then they went to just one episode each night on its final season. Tanya Tucker's hit song Texas When I Die was written and first recorded by Ed Bruce in 1978. It was also wrestler David Von Erich's entrance music, and his brother Kerry used it as his music when he won the NWA World Title over Ric Flair after David's death in 1984. You know, Texas is known for great barbecue, and I found on the website TexasBarbecue.com 10 of their top 10 most best barbecued places in Texas. At number 1 is Kelly's Hill Country BBQ in Wimberley. Greg Garrison is the owner, and Kelly Evers is the pitmaster. It's open from Tuesdays through Saturdays from 11 o'clock in the morning until they run out of meat. At number 2 is Panther Barbecue in Fort Worth. Chris Megayannis, Ernest Morales, Fernando Barnes, Daniel Garcia, and Angel Rodriguez are the pitmasters. It's open Sundays and Wednesdays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then from Thursday to Saturday from 11 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the evening. Number 3 is Brotherton's Black Iron Barbecue in Pflugerville. John Brotherton is the owner and pitmaster. They're open Sundays and Wednesdays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and Thursday to Saturday from 11 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. Now, number 4 is one I've been to. It's Shep's BBQ in Belton. Ron and Stacy Sheps are the owners and pitmasters, and it's open every day from 10:30 in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. Number 5 is Mommy's Craft Barbecue in Crockett. Wade Elkins is a pitmaster. It's open Tuesdays to Saturdays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night. Number 6 is Roland Smoke BBQ in Austin. Kyle Stallings, that is the owner and pitmaster, and it's open Sundays to Wednesdays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 8 o'clock at night, and Fridays and Saturdays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 9 o'clock at night. And number 7 is Daddy Duncan's BBQ in Katy. Randy Chef Duncan is the owner and pitmaster, and it's open Fridays and Saturdays from 6 o'clock at night until 10 o'clock at night. Number 8 is Brett's Backyard Barbecue in Rockdale. Brett Bourne is the owner and pitmaster, and it's open Fridays to Saturdays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and then on Sundays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Number 9 is Tejas Chocolate and Barbecue in Tomball. Scott Moore and Greg Moore are the pitmasters. It's open from Tuesdays to Fridays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 6 o'clock at night, and on Saturdays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 5 o'clock in the evening. And finally, number 10 is Blood Brothers BBQ in Bel Air in the Houston area. Hui Wang and Jaime Valencia are the pitmasters. And this will be Wednesdays to Saturdays from 11 o'clock in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Now some news and sports. Okay, in the news, they had the Christmas parade in Rosebud last Thursday. I first went and saw it back in 1981. The Preservation Rosebud named its lifetime members for 2023. They are Pauline Grover, Gary Malchik, and Becky Meacham. Folks in Temple are cutting back on spending on their Christmas shopping. They had the last small business market in Temple the last Saturday before they start renovations at City Hall. A soldier was reburied near Gatesville after being buried in Belgium for the past 7 decades after he got killed during the Battle of the Bulge in World War II. Hot Rodders bought and sold Rot Rod parts at the Cadence Center event last week. There's a monthly event called Rock and Read, which draws kids for music and treats on each Saturday. They had a Christmas-themed one this past week, that is. It's every Saturday, the second Saturday of every month. You hear stories and get a copy of the book that was read, plus some snacks. A couple from Virginia is going around to all the Texas Roadhouse locations, and they stopped at the one in Temple on Saturday. Some of the survivors of Pearl Harbor who are still alive went and honored those who were killed in the attack. The Texas Workforce Commission gave out awards to Workforce Solutions on some local businesses. The Belton School District got recognized by the Texas School Business magazine. They also reported progress on their school exams. You know, they tried to make Belton the center or the headquarters of a railroad back in 1914, but it didn't work out. A family living on the Texas Highway 95 has restarted its Festival of Lights Christmas display. They just stopped last year because the husband had health issues. Well, that's what happened in Central Texas. Here's what happened in other parts. The CDC has said chronic fatigue is more common than past days suggested. A survivor of a mine collapse in Zaire has been rescued after being trapped for a week. 2 gene therapies have been approved by the FDA to treat sickle cell anemia. A sea otter has got a new home in Alaska after it was found alone. and thousands of dead sardines washed ashore in Japan. The pandemic caused a lot of setbacks for students. In Florida, they have stopped a program where they feed manatees after conditions have gotten better. They want to change how they ask questions about disabilities on the census form, and people don't like it. At least some people do. There's a new musical on Broadway. It's called How to Dance in Ohio, and it has autism at its center. In Colorado, they held off auctioning a huge piece of land, and the actors' strike is over after the deal was approved. An obituary, producer Norman Lear, producer of shows like All in the Family, The Jeffersons Mall, Good Times, and others, passed away last week. He was 101. Some Battle Wolves gained a new frontier in Colorado. Some churches in Nashville, two of them, by the way, that were wrecked by tornadoes years apart, have come together. In sports, Chilton lost to Martin the 3A 38-24 in the AA state football semifinals. Louisiana State quarterback Aiden Daniels won the Heisman Trophy. On a Thursday Night Football, the Cowboys beat the Eagles 33-13. And the Texans lost to the Jets 30-6 in a game where quarterback C.J. Stroud went out with a concussion. But the Astros mascot has been named Major League Baseball's Mascot of the Year. Well, before I go, there's a word from Proverbs chapter 1, verse 33, and it says, "But who hearkeneth unto me shall dwell safely, and shall be quiet from fear of evil." Be sure to leave a like, a rating, and a follow. Thank you for checking out the podcast. I'm Chris Carlisle. I wrote and produced this podcast. It's on YouTube and most podcast platforms.